Hello, I'm Susan, the Young Adult Librarian here at the Cameron Public Library, and welcome to our next Teen Take and Make craft activity. So the next activity we're going to be making is DIY Zen gardens using an Altoid tin that you'll find in the kits if you're able to get one at the children's desk at the library starting today. So included in your kit is going to be an Altoid tin, 4 of these little papers that will tell you where you're going to glue them, a little glue pot, a baggie of sand, one of these cotton swab sticks, and then you're going to have an assortment of gems and rocks. And last but not least, you'll have an assortment of some colored papers, and then you'll have an unused toothbrush handle which will be used as your rake for the Zen garden once it's completed. So the first step you're going to do is on these slips of paper, you'll see they have a word on them. One says top inside, bottom inside, top outside, and bottom inside. That's going to tell you where you're going to glue it on your Altoid tin. And if you don't want the words on it, you can always flip it over so that it's the back, which is what I'm going to do. And so you're going to open up your little glue pot. And you're going to put some glue on this. I'm going to glue it down. You want to make sure you do the inside part first before you do anything else to allow it to dry, because you don't want the sand to just stick to it once you put the sand in. I'm going to do the same thing for the top inside one. And then hold it down. And then you'll have like this. Now, if you'd like to decorate it beforehand with colors, you may do so. But I am just going to have them be white as they are. So the next step is you're going to take your outside ones and you're going to glue it. So this is top outside. And this is bottom outside. And then go ahead and glue that to that side. And that'll cover up all the Altoid parts, so then it just looks like a little tin. Then the rest is up to you, honestly. You can use any of these colored papers. They are all the same shape and size, so if you want it to be form-fitting, you will need scissors, which are not included in the kit, to trim here. You can use these gems to decorate on the outside. You can glue them onto the inside like so. You can customize it however you would like to with the items that are included in your kit. And for these rocks, I wouldn't recommend gluing them onto your tin because they may not stay since they are a little heavier. They are meant to be stones that you put in your sand. because with Zen gardens, you'll find sometimes when you get those ready-made kits or just a regular Zen garden, there will be stones that you can reorganize in your sand before you start raking it to feel that calmness as you're raking your sand. And moving around the stones and rearranging them is part of that, and that helps people feel centered and more at peace when they just rearrange things in a sense of rearranging things in your life so that you feel a little bit more at peace or at balance. After you have decorated your tin, you are then finally going to grab your bag of sand and you're going to carefully pour it in to your tin. Like so. Now you're not going to want to turn this upside down. You're going to want to make sure it stays balanced after you put the sand in, because the Altoid tin is not hole proof. As you can see, there is holes here on these little hinges, so the sand most likely will seep through if you do tip it over. So once your sand is in there, I would suggest not tilting it too much, otherwise you'll have a mess with sand all over the place. And then just to give you a little bit of an example, you can do here. You can glue your rocks in if you'd like them not to be movable, but I like to have mine to be movable just so I can change up the design, and then you can make patterns in your sand. And then you can smooth it out and start again. And there you have it, is a Zen garden. And again, there is no right or wrong way to do the crafts, and so everyone's Zen garden is essentially going to be different because you have a different mind of what you want your Zen garden to look like. And as well as there are different stones in each bag, there's different papers in each bag, and you just want to create it and make it your own. And you can even customize it with things you have around your house too. You don't have to stick with what's in the kits. And if you are doing our summer reading club, the secret code that you will put into the program is going to be garden with a capital G. And if you are able to get a kit from the library, then you will have another secret code for a possible 200 points. And I hope you are all signed up for the summer reading club. And if you aren't, there is still time. We are doing it until August 14th. You can sign up and then you can claim your prizes until the following Saturday. If you read, well, not even read, because you can get points from these programs. If you earn 1,000 points, you get a free book. If you earn 2,000 points, you get another free book. And when you sign up, you get free Mr. Softy certificate for a small cone. So it's pretty fun, and if you're already going to be reading this summer anyway, then why not get some free books? So I hope if you are not signed up for the summer reading club that you do sign up. And if you are liking these craft activities and you are able to get a kit, if you aren't, I'm sorry, while supplies last. But we are going to have our first in-person craft activity in the library. It is going to be button making with recycled comic books, graphic novels, and magazines. It is registration required, and it will be in our community room, but it is live on our calendar, so you are able to register now. It is only open to ages 13 to 18, and masks are optional since you're able to be vaccinated. We recommend if you aren't vaccinated to please wear a mask, but it isn't required. And it is going to be on July 28th. We will have 2 sessions for 30 minutes. One's going to be at 3:30 and one's going to be at 4. And it's going to be on that same Wednesday that we have these craft activities available. So if you're liking our craft activities to take home, then you can sign up and do one here at the library. And I hope you have fun with these craft activities, and I'll see you next week for our next activity. Happy reading!